How would you like to turn your passion into a career without going broke? Well, welcome to another episode of Mentally Ripped. I'm Alex Friesen, and I help people tear apart their limiting beliefs and replace them with powerful mental muscles. Today, we'll be talking about finding purpose and living a life of fulfillment. If you've seen my other videos, you might have figured out I like to keep these things short and to the point because you're here for help, not to spend 20 minutes watching me explain something that should only take 2. Now, the reason most people hate their jobs, the relationships they're in, or even their entire lives for that matter, is because they don't like what they do, they don't like where they're at in their life, and or they get no fulfillment out of what they're doing. So, meaning is what provides fulfillment, and fulfillment offers you a chance for real happiness. In order to give our lives meaning, we need to find a goal that's bigger than ourselves, so we know we're working towards something worthwhile. When we work solely for the sake of making money, it leaves an emptiness that pulls us in the wrong direction. But when we work for something we're passionate about, we find ways of pushing through what would usually stop us or leave us feeling drained and miserable. Working on things that we care deeply about is the best way to get yourself into the flow state, where time ceases to exist, where ideas come to us naturally, and where we can get 10 times more done than we usually would. So, how do we find what we're passionate about? How do we determine what our purpose is? It's actually very simple. And we like simple around here. We just need to determine 3 things, just 3. First, we need to decide what we have a natural talent for, a deep curiosity about, so even if we're not great at it yet, we're curious enough to become an expert. Or something that we can see ourselves happily doing for 80 hours a week if we had to. So, write out a list of all the things that you love to do, that you do in your free time, and that you have skill at. Second, we have to figure out our underlying goal. This is our why. Because once you develop a strong enough why, you're no longer dragging all that weight behind you with an incredible effort. You're letting your why be the wind that catches your sails and pulls you through the tough times. To do this, all we have to do is ask why we want to do whatever it is that we chose from step 1 and ask ourselves, why is that important? Once we've answered that and we're satisfied with our answer, we ask ourselves, why is that important in regards to the answer that we just came up with? We repeat this process again and again until we can't reduce it down any further. Now, we've boiled it down to a single reason, and that is our true why. That is what's going to keep us going when times are hard. That's what's going to be the wind behind your sails. And third, we need a plan. And the plan is actually the easiest part, because once you've determined what you want, all you have to do is reverse engineer it. This is something I wish someone had told me a long time ago about making a plan. We all know we have to have a plan to get to where we want to be. But no one ever told me how to make one. And I overcomplicate everything in my head. It's very simple, actually. Decide what your outcome is and work backwards. So if you want to lose weight, your outcome would be a specific weight. Then break down the things that you'd have to do every year, every month in a year, every week in a month, every day of the week. And if you really want to get down to it, we could do every hour of every day. If you really want to get specific and make those results happen very quickly. But if you're going to eat an elephant, which I don't know why you'd want to do that in the first place, especially if you're trying to lose weight, the easiest way is to do it one bite at a time. And there it is. Know what you want, know why you want it, and make a plan to get it started from the end all the way back to the beginning in small steps. One more bit of advice, break your daily goals down so small that it feels impossible to fail. For example, you want to write a book? That's a big task. But can you write 50 words every day until it's done? Maybe it takes 5 years, or maybe it takes a month. Because you've gotten past your mental barrier that you created in your own head, you'll be able to get started. Anyway, you now have all the tools you need to start moving towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. That's it for today. Feel free to like this page, this channel, if you liked it. Subscribe and click the bell if you want to be notified about new videos, and let me know what videos you'd like me to make in the future. This has been another episode of Mentally Ripped. I'm Alex Friesen, and until next time, be clear, be kind, and be courageous. You've got this.